Fire
5.
breath burns.
Yes, it does. Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of Vistani, episode 59. When last we left off, you guys finished looting the home of Snardek, and you went on a shopping trip. That's
Yep.
pretty much it.
Yep.
We ended the session with you guys taking a long rest. So if you did not do that before, go ahead and do it now.
I'm pretty sure I did.
All
I
right.
don't remember, but there's no harm in pressing the button again.
I'm just going to
And-
check my staff. Yeah, good. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do with your new day?
We did all our shopping.
Although I do think, didn't we want to go look for food on our way out?
We had done some of that.
Yeah, it was Safi of the bag of holding.
The bag of holding in this case.
Yep. Because we are fancy and have a bag of colding.
Okay.
Yeah, bakery for muffins and bread, which I don't know if we officially did, but
We did that before because
yeah,
Callan wanted his
Mr.
muffin.
Callan really wanted to go.
yeah. So
Yep.
we're
The
good.
only question
That
he
was
had
it.
for the mayor was, where can I get a muffin?
Yeah, that was it.
Callan will ask, well, do we want to identify any of these items we got?
Might not be a bad idea.
All right. So he can ritual cast identify. So
We don't
Yeah,
need to do it on the
but
wand, though.
All of hers.
Yeah, we don't need to do it on the wand. We don't need to do it on the breathing bubble. We need to do it on the mug. For sure.
Yeah,
the
the mug.
mug, the key,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah, also the key.
rapier, and the arrows.
Yeah.
All right. So that will take 40 minutes to identify all of them.
The modified stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the arrows get identified as walloping arrows.
You're going to have to update that into Pika's inventory.
So what those do is a creature hit by the ammunition must succeed on a DC 10 strength saving throw
Be knocked
or be
out.
knocked prone.
They
Handy.
hit like a truck.
Mm-hmm.
They pack a wallop.
Mm-hmm.
The rapier, I will have to add to Pika myself. It is a custom item.
It is.
It is the rapier of zapping.
Mm.
So this is a item that Snardek created himself. And let me look up what it does. It crackles with electricity whenever you swing the blade. You have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with the weapon.
So it's a +1 rapier.
Mm-hmm. It does. When you hit with the weapon, you roll a d10. On a roll of 6 to 10, the rapier does an additional 2d6 lightning damage to the target. On a roll of 1 to 5, the rapier does 2d6 lightning damage to you instead.
Oops.
Okay.
So it was not quite
Yeah,
completely
not
finished.
the most stable of enchantments.
Right. But if you get lucky, you can do some good damage with it. The next item, the mug, is a tankard of plenty.
A tankard of plenty. What is it holding?
So if you speak the command word, Ilitharn, while grasping the handle, the tankard fills with 3 pints of rich dwarven ale. has
Good
3
for getting
charges.
drunk.
It has 3 charges, and using the property expends 1 charge, and the tankard regains all expended charges daily at dawn. So 3 times a day you can have a
Dwarven.
pint of ale, or 3 pints of ale.
Well then,
And then the key.
The key is a key charm.
key charm.
So, yes, key charm, all one word. It's a small stylized key, which is if you cast Alarm, Arcane Lock, Glyph of Warding, then you can tie the key charm so that whoever holds it receives the notification from Alarm, or bypasses the Arcane Lock, or avoids triggering the Glyph of Warding.
'Cause
Okay,
normally
so
only the
it's-
caster would know.
Right,
If
so
at
it
all.
just passes the alarm notification or the safety from the caster to the holder.
Yep. So, seems like he had that in conjunction with the Glyph of Warden that he was using.
Okay.
I'm wondering if his dead body was notified.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, now what? We did the task that we were asked to do. Did the
We
mayor have
continue on?
anything else for us? I don't think so.
No, we turned in.
Okay, sorry. I'm back.
We sent the message. So yeah. So while you were gone, Safi asked if the mayor had anything else for us to do.
Are you going to ask, or are you sending a spell?
I can't remember if he told us anything.
I don't think
Did
he
you
did.
guys collect the reward?
Yes.
Okay. Then no, he did not have anything else for you at the time.
It's time to get on the road again. Because this was just a place to stop through
Here's a
and
thought.
stock up on.
Why don't we check the guild hall and see if there's any quests for the place that we're going?
Rockford?
Intent trying to head back because we have to get on the other side of the country now.
I wasn't meaning Rockford. I was
To
meaning the
Atsuhai.
other Asuhai. Yeah.
I don't know that they'd have any task in Atsuhai that would be mentioned here. We're quite
Or
a ways out.
towards.
I feel like with Rockford being the midway point between Donnelly and Atsuhai, we'd be more likely to get those in Donnelly. Or not Donnelly, in Rockford.
Yeah, because
Right in
they have a
Donnelly.
guild hall there too.
Yeah.
Well, then check if they've got any quests for us to do on our way to Rockford. It's worth checking.
And this is
It's-
where I try not to metagame.
Um,
My intent was to start setting up a teleportation circle
Yeah, so we would kind of skip everywhere between here and there.
and go straight to Rockford, yes.
So theoretically, there wouldn't be any questing between there and there.
Correct.
But you still have to go to the guild hall to use the teleportation
I'm going to
circle.
cast Sending.
No, the circle, that's one of the things about that spell. She can use that spell anywhere.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't matter.
just the
Oh,
output where
Yeah,
we go has to be a circle that already exists. So you can
Right.
use it anywhere, but it will only lead you to certain places.
I'm
oh.
gonna cast Sending,
Okay.
and I'm gonna send a message to May
Okay.
over in Rockford.
Okay. What do you ask, or what do you say to her?
Be like, "Hi, May. This is Saflin. We finally made it over to Donnelly. It took a little bit. We're thinking about heading your way. What's going on? Is the teleportation
wow.
area clear?"
Donnelly, that's quite a ways. Yeah, we're just dealing with all the flooding around here. Um. Not much else than that. Kind of in lockdown here at the moment.
Ow.
The whole area around us is completely flooded.
Is the teleportation circle clear?
The teleportation circle is clear though.
Okay.
But how would we get past flooding?
We'd
I
be
wonder if it's
locked in
some
with
from
them.
random storm that happened to be moving through the area that's lasted for several days.
Quite possibly. Um.
It had to move somewhere.
Okay, so that was one use of sending.
We are not the
Mhm.
reason for the flooding. We are not the reason for the flooding.
Where are you guys right now?
We're in Donnelly.
Yes, more specifically than that.
I would assume
In
still
our
at
inn?
the inn.
Yeah.
Speaking of the inn, I don't believe you guys ever paid for your night's stay.
Sure. We'll do that.
So we'll say 2 gold for all of you.
Okay, I got it.
And while you're in the downstairs of the inn, having your breakfast, San and Ashitaka come walking in from outside and come over and join you.
Okay.
Hi guys.
I'll wave.
Welcome
Hi.
back.
What you guys doing?
I assume we're eating.
Yep.
Can I have some? He grabs some off Callan's plate, starts eating it. I guess. You guys heading out already?
Should be soon.
Should be. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here.
Okay. Where are you guys heading next?
Well, we were thinking we were gonna drop back in on the guild hall in Rockford.
Rockford. Well, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I've heard they've had a little bit of a flooding situation going on.
Oh yeah. The whole area is completely washed out from what I've heard.
What caused that?
Did you not see the massive rainstorm for the last week and a half?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
In my head, I'll be, we did not cause the rainstorm. We did
Place
not
where it
cause the
started.
rainstorm.
I can.
And out of character, I just hope he lets it slide.
Funnily
he-
enough, if we wanted to waste a day
Mhm.
locked down with everyone in Rockford, we could teleport there, sleep. I could put the circle back up and we could evacuate people out of Rockford.
She could.
Yeah?
You got a map? I can try and show you where I've heard the flooding is, so you can try to work around it.
I mean, getting there is not too much of an issue. I am able to teleport us there. It's getting out afterwards.
Okay.
Just have to wait a day.
Well, here, where's that map of yours?
I will hand over the map.
Okay. All right. So he grabs a pen out of his pocket and starts marking an area on the map. Where am I? There we go. Come on.
Are you drawing on one that we can see?
Yes, I'm trying to. There we
DM
go.
layer, sir.
I had a pre-drawn one on the GM layer, and I was trying to click on it, and it didn't want to click.
Mm.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Significant flooding. I agree.
Yeah. That area in the region is a bit lower down, and it's complete. As you can see, it's completely surrounded by all those lakes and rivers. So it had some massive flooding. From what I understand, though, the interior of Rockford is fine. They have all their sewers and stuff, so they're able to shunt the water in the city out.
Just the land outside the city is kind of inundated
Right.
right now.
Exactly. So might be a bit difficult.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's gonna depend on weight limits here, though. What if I polymorph into a giant eagle or a giant owl and fly us with a little bit of the way?
What's the strength of a giant eagle?
That's where the carrying capacity comes in here.
Yeah, a giant eagle would be able to carry one, maybe two people. I mean, technically four if you had two in its talons as well.
Yeah, because that was my thought. Is I can carry some people. I don't think I can carry. Somebody has the ring of water walking, so that's one person who can just do what they need to do. If we're doing this kind of route, we don't need the horses out, so we don't have to worry about them. They can stay in the bottle. There should be a. There we go. Monsters. Filtered by beast. I also have Dimension Door, which is 500 feet, but that's if I know where I'm dropping people.
I mean, a Tyrannosaurus Rex can carry a lot.
Yeah, but they can't fly over the water. They still have to contend with the water.
Also, polymorph only lasts an hour.
Yeah, it'd be a brief period of travel.
And
then we would dome and do it again.
Do we need to go to Rockford if it's this flooded?
I mean, we
But
could
we
go
eventually
around
have
it.
to get the other place.
Yeah, but it might still be easier to start in Rockford and then fly out of the radius.
Wait,
You know?
Is Rockford not your final destination?
No.
Oh, where are you going after that?
Atsuhai?
Oh, Asuhai. I hear they didn't get hit by the rain at all.
Yeah, we just figured Rockford's halfway between here and there.
True. In fact, I don't think any of the swamp got hit by the rain. I think it was just outside the radius of the storm.
I mean, all we need is a boat that can carry several people. I have something that can carry one person and it's self-propelled.
How hard
Hello?
would it be to get a boat?
Looking at what we actually have available to us right
out
now.
of character, where are we going?
Also
Can
high.
someone ping it on the map because my eyes are bad right now?
Right there.
Okay, so over there.
Yeah, and we are here.
Yeah.
Rockford is here.
Well, since
And to answer the question in the chat, the teal circle is where the floodwaters are.
Oh, I forgot to turn on my overlay. Well, since we can't do the travel there directly, why don't we just go down the river as close as we can? because
Yeah.
it's right next to us. We could travel down it. Or up it, as the case may be, since that area is flooded.
Either acquire a boat or charter a boat.
And we could also travel on land as far as we could and then cross the river down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much this area would trade in boats necessarily, but
I mean, they are right next to a river. I mean, we know
Yeah.
somebody that has a boat.
well, we sent
anyone
him
feel
home.
like
His
summoning
boat was
a
part
demon?
of him. Boat was part of him.
Um.
So on the road again, I suppose.
I know there's a guy down the way who has boats. It's further down, though. He
Yeah.
tends to give people rides across. He's
We
all
can
the
get
way over here.
across. He's at the bridge that people can get across.
Well, he lives around there, yeah. He gives boat rides down the
Alright.
river.
Lake.
What's that?
Go all the way down to the lake.
To where the bridge is up there.
I don't think he
Yes.
usually goes that far.
If he goes here, yeah, how far does he go down the river is my question.
I think it's a recreational thing, so it's not like a
helpful.
traveling thing.
Not helpful. Okay.
How hard would it be to build a boat? We have a butter knife.
Theoretically, not hard. We just need a legitimately sized tree or number of trees. Then you could literally carve it out. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Still kind of want to take a detour to Rockford for a day. Even if
We
we
can.
teleport right back.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I could see
nothing
my
wrong with that.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about how much you've grown. That beard you're trying to work on.
What? I have like 2 hairs. See? He points to them.
I want to
Curio
say
is so
something, but
tempted
it
to
will
reach out and tug
be.
one.
I also want to say something, but it would be so mean. I think I'll refrain. But out of character, I want to say, and Callan, she'll actually remember you this time. It would be so mean.
Oh yeah, we can still go to Rockford. I have no problem with that. So let's go.
What do you think? Take a day trip to Rockford and then come back and start journeying tomorrow?
Sure.
They might have some additional resources there we can avail ourselves of.
Maybe they'll have a boat we can buy, considering the circumstances.
Considering they have all the water, yeah. They might be better equipped right now. Or have options. Someone's gotta have ideas. And that way we can kind of get a immediate look at the situation. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
maybe there's something we can do to help.
Maybe.
Out of character. Is there any specific thing you're trying to push us towards here, Mr. DM?
I'm gonna share something that we got recently in the chat.
Yep, you do have that.
Yeah,
To
that's what I
remind
was
people
looking
that
at.
it
That's
exists.
yeah, that's why I
Uh,
said we've got something. We just need enough for other people to ride, and then this has self propulsion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
that-
can pull people along.
the bobbing lily pad is not enough to carry all of you.
Yep.
It can transport 300 pounds. It's 10-foot
Mhm.
diameter, so it's not the largest.
Right.
But if
mostly
we're just
useful
carrying
for
half of the party because I'm carrying the other half, I mean, we're probably fine.
yeah, it's mostly
Yeah,
useful for carrying stuff.
because pull
Over
weight's double carry weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to go where you want to.
Okay, so back in character. Yeah, let's go to Rockford.
Yep.
I wonder if this means the honey rat estate's also flooded out.
Possible. If we're gonna take a day anyway, I can just send some messages. Yeah.
I
But
think
yeah.
they lived up on a hill, so I think they might be
I
safe.
mean, they're right here. Ish.
No, they're here.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were in between.
Yeah, they were here. This is the farm that we checked on
Mm-hmm.
with the cursed scarecrows.
Yep.
Where we found Luffy-kun.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So teleporting to Rockford then?
I will stop into the guild before we do that.
Okay.
And I will ask, we're planning to take a day trip into Rockford. We know that they're a little bit flooded in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you'd like us to bring over?
Oh.
We're going anyway.
Send bags and towels.
What do you have in mind?
I mean, they're kind of struggling a little bit, it seems like, because they're surrounded by water, so they can't really get in or out. So I don't know if there's any packages or anything that you needed sent that way. Anything you needed to do to supply the guild over there, if y'all have a working relationship. We talked to May. She knows we're coming.
Let me check with the guildmaster.
Okay.
He leaves for a minute.
Of course, Alkiro is thinking, all the water. I get to use my fishing pole. We'll have so many fish.
We're gonna have downtime for a day. You have time to fish. Great. Perfect.
Comes back shortly, carrying a box that's kind of like neatly wrapped, and says, Guildmaster said to give this to the Rockford Guildmaster if you're teleporting over there anyways.
Over there, probably spend a day and then come back the next day. So absolutely, we can do that.
Yeah.
We'll give you a heads up
Empty
before we
box.
teleport back in.
Sounds good.
It's only polite.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure nobody's milling about the teleportation circle blocking the exit. Alright. So I'll be like, okay, ready, day trip? Looking at the group.
I'll just nod very
Right.
anxiously.
Perk up, all set.
Alright, everybody got what they need?
I'm all ready.
I think so.
Alright, well, we're gonna have about 6 seconds once this circle is up, so pass through the portal when it pops up.
Go ahead and describe your portal.
Okay, so I'm going to take out my chalks that I purchased,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna start drawing the circle for Rockford on the floor.
In the middle of the guild hall?
No, we're gonna find a spot.
Okay.
Like, it's gonna go away after. It gets consumed, so... Like, we could honestly have gone back to the inn to do this. It doesn't really matter. Just a side room in the guild hall, just somewhere. And I'm gonna draw a circle, and it's gonna take me about a minute to draw this circle. And I'm going to kind of infuse the sigils while I am drawing it and concentrating on it. And a rippling portal is going to kind of come up from the ground in the middle of the circle and kind of just expand out like a blooming flower.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're letting me flavor this, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah.
So it kind of blooms up from the ground into this
You are infusing
spherical
your magic, so
spherical portal in the center of the circle. And I'll be like, okay, let's go.
So
And-
pretty.
And start walking through the circle.
Oh, wait. Oh. We're going.
Drag
Zoom.
Callan with me.
I was no.
I'll push Luna ahead of me and then step in after her.
All right. You all step into the portal, and for a second, it feels like all of the breath in your lungs just gets forced out of you. You're almost gasping for air, and then the next second, all of it rushes back in, and you find yourself in a torchlit room. Two people standing at the edges of the room. They turn their weapons towards you. Who are you? What are you doing here? State your business.
Oh yeah,
we just came
lockdown.
up Donnelly, we told May we were coming. Present our guild cards.
He reaches out his hand. The other one still has his weapons turned.
We also
weapon
have a
turned against you.
package for the guildmaster from the Donnelly guildmaster.
Looks at your card. Okay. Can't be too careful.
we're here
Right.
on official guild business, and these
And
two are holding
behind
us
us,
up.
as the portal closes, it
I tell
dissipates
Aurora.
into like a series of flower petals.
Beautiful. You said you have a package for the guildmaster?
Yeah, and I will present the neatly wrapped package. I'd like to deliver this personally, if you don't mind. If you could escort us to him, or let him know that we're here.
Joe.
That works too.
Go ahead and do it. Right. So Joe escorts you out of the room. Seems
The other
you're
guard's
on.
name is Bubba.
Oh God.
Seems you are on the upper floor of the guild hall at the moment. Same floor that the rooms are on, but like opposite side of them, there's like a banister that looks down into the main area. And right as you come out of the room, there's like a banister right across from it where you can look down into the area. He escorts you down the hall and to another room with a very official looking door that has the words Guildmaster printed on it. And he knocks on the door. Come in. He opens the door.
I'm just going to bound in, like, zero hesitation, all smiles. Captain, we're B-ranked adventurers. We just came over from Donnelly. The guildmaster over there sent us with a package for you.
Oh, she did she?
Hand it over.
So bubbly.
Oh, she remembered my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
He starts opening it up. Takes out a knife that he has on him and cuts the tie off and opens it up, and he pulls out a snow globe. Ah, beautiful. Another one for the collection.
So you just
And
have a shelf of snow globes behind
Yeah,
it.
it's at this point that you start looking around the room and you notice, like, high up on the walls, there's just like shelves that are covered in snow globes.
Okay, our guildmaster
everyone
has an
has to have a
affinity for
hobby.
snow
Yeah.
globes. Okay.
And this is like
He's a collector. It's fine.
so this is the Guildmaster Brock. He is this stocky dwarven fellow. Big old beard, muscular, But
He knows a
he
good
seems
artifact when he
thrilled.
sees it.
Yeah, he seems thrilled about this snow globe.
Good.
Thank you very much. Must have been difficult getting into the city. You said you came from Donnelly.
We had use of the teleportation circle.
Ah, that would make it easier.
Yes, we figured we'd do a quick drop in and then we'd head back towards Donnelly after a day here, because we wanted one of our friends, gesture over at Callan, to be able to come and say hi to his sister.
I see. Well, welcome back to the city. Not much to do here at the moment.
That's okay. If you want us to return transport anything tomorrow, let us know.
I will take that under advisement.
I'm happy to ferry something while we're heading that way anyway.
Unless they need help.
Yeah, unless we need to stay longer for whatever reason.
Well, I got some more paperwork to get to, so you folks have a good stay.
So we really quickly, just before we go,
Yes.
we seem to have startled the guards in the teleportation circle a little bit on our arrival. Who should we contact going forward to prevent that from happening again?
You can contact me. I can get
Okay.
the word out to them.
Will do. Thank you very much.
I see.
Enjoy
You
your
have
day.
a sending
In
spell.
Curio's head, he
We
knows
do,
not what he
yes.
does.
Happy birthday! And is making her way
Thank
towards
you.
the door.
He has the biggest grin on his face while looking at the snow globe.
Good.
He is a happy guildmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you his name?
Master
Brock.
Brock.
Brock,
Okay.
Does he like
making
jelly
sure.
donuts?
You don't know. You didn't ask him.
does he like stone golems?
He might. He is a dwarf.
You do get the jelly donut reference, right?
Yes, Brock from Pokemon.
Okay.
Yes, he enjoys his jelly donuts.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. The rice balls that the U.S. changed into jelly donuts
Yes.
for some reason.
Name of the Donnelly Guildmaster? It was Tammy, right?
Yes.
Okay, making sure I had that right.
I believe so.
Does he have a Pokemon gym? Asked Sneedy User.
She was an elf, right?
He does not. Tammy is an
Tammy?
elf, yes.
Yeah. Tammy was purple-haired elf lady. Yes, I noted the purple hair. It just figures, however, that the city that's dealing with a water problem would be Brock's.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it is a city built into the side of a mountain, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've left Brock's room, let him get back to his work.
Let's
Yeah,
go say
Mountain
hi
City
to
would
May.
be weak to water.
Let's go say hi to May.
Yep, and go drop in on May.
See if there's anything we can do for the city while we're in town.
Yeah.
What did I just say Donnelly's Guildmaster was named?
Tammy.
Tammy?
Tammy.
Tammy, she is an
I'm
elf with
surprised we
purple
got that.
hair.
Yep.
I don't pay attention all the time, but I usually pay attention when there's an NPC introduced so I can put their name down.
Yeah, you would think I would write them down too.
I'm
One
surprised
day
you didn't swap.
I'll just post up all my notes for Meteor.
I'm surprised you
Yeah.
didn't swap to the map just to get her name.
If I still have, actually I do.
If he named them on the map, yeah.
I thought she was named on the map.
I think so.
Anyways.
I don't know, we've had so many combats with the unknown creature, so goodness knows. Alright, so yep, we're gonna
she
go
was not
drop in
named-
on
she-
May.
She was not named on the map, but Garrick was.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I don't have Garrick's name. I didn't write Garrick down. I should have written Garrick down.
Okay. So you make your way downstairs. Not even escorted this time. It seems the guard has moved back to his post.
They trust us now.
And you make your way down the stairs to the familiar desks that you first signed up at. And May is standing at one of the counters helping what looks like a new group of adventurers who are just getting started as well.
Of course.
Let's advise them to
Find
stay
out.
away from people with prickly-looking rings.
We've already warned the guild about the magic shop quest, but I think we're okay.
That was an out of character kind of joke.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was also talking out of character. But yeah, so we'll just kind of wait for May to be done and then try to get her attention.
So, how impressed do you think she will be that Callan is actually a level B now?
Probably very.
How
I'm gonna
impressed
start
are you?
playing my lute just for fun while we're waiting,
Okay.
assuming it's not going to be a disruption.
Yeah, you start playing your lute, and you get a couple people who are like clapping along to the music, and a couple people start dancing.
My brain automatically went to Jeopardy music while we're waiting.
Nah.
That totally doesn't just inspire like,
I'm
okay,
just
I need to
adding
hurry.
to the ambience.
After a minute, May finishes up with the folks that she was helping, and she looks your way and gets a really excited look on her face when she sees Callan. And she runs out from behind the desk and runs over to Callan and like jumps at him and hugs him. You're back! I thought you were in Donnelly!
Yeah, we teleported here.
Teleported? Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, I can only do it once per day, though. It kind of takes a lot out of me. We're gonna have to rest here tonight.
It is a very strong spell. I'm impressed that you could cast it at all.
It's a recent accomplishment.
Have you guys ranked up at all?
We have.
Donnelly
me
didn't
see, let
tell
me
you
see.
guys?
I mean, I would hope that she would understand with the teleportation circle limit, but maybe that's only a limit in Donnelly.
So Callan hands her his card.
Yep.
And she's like, B rank?
Uh-huh.
Already?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
That's quite impressive. You guys only started, what, like 2.5, 3 months ago?
Very eventful.
I would assume so.
Yeah, we've had our adventures.
That's quite a quick go there. Usually takes years to level up that much.
Well,
You're cutting out, by the way,
roads are
Lily.
really, really, really not safe.
Yeah, you are cutting out a little.
Am I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, well, the roads are really not safe.
I mean, they can definitely be dangerous at times. But look at you, you've gotten so strong.
And he has 2 hairs.
Oh my gosh, she does. And she reaches out and tugs on him.
Plucks them out.
Stop.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Curio that got aged?
Yep.
It was.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Has
definitely
she
look like.
noticed?
I'm 40 years older than I was. I'm an old cat.
I'm
You're
pretty sure we
already
can
white in
fix
coloring,
that. There's a
though.
way.
Yeah,
Yep.
you visually did not change much, though, right?
Yep, since my face is mostly hidden by fur.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, she does not notice at all.
I have some extra creases around my eyes that weren't there before. I mean, this party's been stressful, I swear.
Almost dying.
It'll age you, cat.
Petrifying.
Petrifying?
Yeah, we've had
Who
some.
got petrified?
I'll just look at Safi.
Days
You did?
after.
What's that?
Said I felt stiff for days after.
She tries not to chuckle at that.
She did make a marvelous statue, though.
Yes. It was very statuesque, apparently.
All right, now she gives a giggle. Well, at least you can laugh about it, dear. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm still having a hard time with it. It was quite traumatizing.
I'm sure.
We're
all worked out in
prepared
the end.
now.
I don't like organs.
A gorgon. Those can be quite the troublesome creature.
It was a
Where did you
gorgon,
run
right?
into them? Yes.
Heading to the druid village.
You mean Sherlock?
Yep.
I see. Good to know.
We wanted to go check up on the.
She pulls out a little notebook and makes a note of that.
We wanted to go
That
check up on the
seems like,
turtles that we saved.
The druids in Sherlock said that the gorgons are not always there, but we just happened upon them at a bad time.
They also tend to refer to
see.
them as bulls. So if
Yeah, they call
anybody
them
goes that
bulls.
way and they mention the bulls, there's a lost in translation issue.
Yeah,
Mhm.
bulls was not a
Good
good
to
enough
know.
description of that.
Good to
Mm-mm.
know.
The turtles are so cute, though. They're adorable.
You can see you're trying to picture turtles. You're like, yeah, adorable's a word for turtles, I guess.
Not as adorable as my tail, though.
We'll cast a minor image of the turtles.
The baby turtles.
Oh,
The baby
baby
turtles.
turtles! Okay, baby
Yeah.
turtles are very cute.
Yeah, they were
I was
adorable.
like picturing like an old turtle.
No, not an
You don't-
aged turtle. These were freshly hatched.
Yeah, you don't get to see baby turtles very often.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
saved
Turtles are
some
long
eggs.
runs.
We saved some eggs.
That is impressive. You
And-
guys have had quite the journey.
Also, I think it's mostly been cleared up now, but it would have been nice to have a heads up that tieflings were not welcome in Donnelly for a bit there.
Yeah.
They weren't.
Mm-hmm.
No, they were being burned at the stake.
Yeah, that was unpleasant to walk
my.
into town too.
I did not know that. I'm sorry.
I think it's been cleared up now, but
That's
yeah.
horrible.
Yep.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. And she kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. You've
Mm-hmm.
been through quite a lot.
Did we mention
let's
to
see,
me
what
that
else
you almost
happened?
died?
From the rat estate thing? Not yet. No, we haven't gotten there. I'm just gonna continue casually dropping bombshells. So Saplin's gonna continue on. Oh, and we fought and got rid of these 2 assassin twins.
Assassins. You just see her eyes getting wider and wider with each bomb you're dropping.
She's feeling better and better about Kellen.
Yeah, a little bit of worry in her eyes. She keeps looking over at Callan. As Callan's just like grinning and going, "Yep, yeah, yeah." It's like, uh-huh.
Oh, and we also had a run-in with Alenka at the rat estate. And Safi almost died.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Nope. Nope. Still a little scarred.
No wonder you guys are B rank already.
Yeah, and Saplin's not gonna give any additional details about what happened at the rat estate, being cognizant of the fact of what happened there and what the wishes of the Lord of the House were.
Okay.
The
So it's
wishes
not
of the
going
Lord of the
to-
House.
Yeah, like, because originally we were sent there to guard the gem, and it was this whole thing. We don't want to, they just kind of sent along that we succeeded and it was a job well done.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't going to get into that
They were
part.
satisfied with the job provided.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wasn't
So-
going to get into the nitty-gritty details of it, just that you almost
I'm
died.
just gonna not mention the giant sapphire. Anyway,
Trying to think.
better. It's all
Anything
good.
else?
Oh, we hear you're having a flooding problem.
Yes.
You mentioned that, yes?
Yes, we are.
Is there anything that we could do to help?
Oh, I doubt it.
Otherwise, I think Curia was gonna do a spot of fishing.
I mean, I don't see why not.
I mean,
Plenty
fishing
of
in the
water.
rain is the best.
But yeah, the floodwaters should go down on their own. Might take a couple weeks, but
We're also looking to make our way to Atsuhai. Would you be able to provide any information there?
um,
Can you tell us about what's in Atsuhai? If there's anyone around who markets in boats?
around here,
Yes.
oof. I mean, I'm sure you can buy one, but you're planning on boating from here?
Why not?
Everything
Well,
is
the
flooded, isn't it?
Yes. The rivers flow towards Rockford. Go south.
We'd be going against the current.
Yes, you would be going against the current from here.
Still
Hmm.
doable.
I mean, the roads are deep enough that travel by cart is technically still possible, but it would be very difficult.
The storm did hit here.
Oh yes.
I was answering need a user.
Oh yeah.
So, I was wondering, since I now have the ability to use teleportation circles, as you can tell, because we
Right.
got here by means of one, would you happen to know the sigils for any others?
I thought they weren't allowed to give it out unless it was
Yeah.
your base.
We're asking we're asking a friend.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to give those out willy-nilly.
Okay.
Only the guild in question can give out their own sigil, unless they
Kellen
are
should have asked it.
Well, my question was really going to be more along the lines of, like, guilds are not the only places that have these circles.
Guilds are
Temples
the
have these
main
circles.
places that have the circles.
Bigger temples have these circles.
Temples can as well, yes.
Do temples have the
are-
restriction?
We don't know that.
Those are more rare, though. Especially if the town has a guild, you usually try to restrict
The guild
access.
access.
to guild access. Yes. That way, if there, say, someone unsavory gets access to it, it's secure still.
Is there a process that we should be aware of if we wanted to acquire the guild circle when we reach Atsuhai? Is there any kind of... Is there like a letter of introduction that we need to present or anything like that? Or
The main thing would just be your guild card.
okay.
That should be significant enough proof, especially if you're B rank, to grant you access. You just have to get there.
Very well.
Have you guys found anybody to take over the magic
ahead.
shop yet?
It's not up and running yet, but I believe someone did purchase it.
So I take it you got rid of the mimic problem.
Yes, we were able to dispatch of the mimics. They, believe it or not, they actually did. They actually kind of moved out themselves after a little bit. As if someone was telling them to.
Cough, cough, Charles. Cough, cough. I'm wondering
So,
if
thank you for
there's
dinner.
any mini quests that we can do in town while we're here, or something to do.
Deliver food over the watery streets.
I mean, if you want, there's plenty of delivery requests that you can take on. Make yourself a little cash while you're here. Don't have any real B rank quests at the moment, though. With the lockdown and all.
Any performance slots open?
Say again?
You know if there are
Performance.
any performance slots open?
Performance slots. What do you mean by that?
Musical.
Like if the tavern wanted somebody to play.
Especially in these dark times.
You are welcome to ask them. They have not made any requests to the guild for that.
Fair enough.
Didn't you do an awesome one last time you were here?
I did. I don't remember if it was a nat 20 performance, but it was real high.
You know who else we should go see?
Who's that?
The I forget his name off the top of my head, but the guy who is in love with Safi.
Ah. Bridge dude.
Go visit Grimsley, but
Grimsley, that's his name.
Oh yeah, not the bridge dude. The
Bridge dude.
the bad guy dude. That's a good
yeah,
guy.
the bell gang.
Yes.
Boss Grimley.
Should go see how Grimley's doing, see if he's still causing trouble.
Sure.
Alright, so what all would you guys like to do?
I'm going fishing.
Okay. Curio's going fishing. Callan's gonna hang out with his sister all day. Maybe go home, see his family, and regale them of stories.
I'm gonna take some downtime, use ascending to contact my mother and make sure that she's okay.
Why
That
do you
the
need
rains
sending
didn't
for
get
that?
her
Don't you
house.
have your...
She
I
has
could
a
use the
stone,
ascending stone, yeah.
which
Okay.
has sending.
Yeah, I'm using my sending stone for that.
Okay, I thought you were like using the spell sending. I'm like, why do that when you have the sending stone?
No.
Okay. Confused for a
So I
second.
have a question out of character but in character for the party. After, people start going and after Callan leaves, it's what are the chances that Callan's going to start bragging and tell them about this machine that he made that caused a lot of rain?
feel like
We are not the
Dawn.
we're not the reason for this flood. We are not the reason for this flood. We are
I
not.
feel like Son would probably sit on him before he was allowed to do that.
Son is going to accompany him.
Yeah.
Probably a good
Son would have
idea.
Moro sit on him. Yes.
Because stick.
So Son will hang
Mhm.
out with Dick all day.
I'm
Well,
sure
and he
Aurora
would-
would probably find a place to pray.
Son would probably also hang out if I decide to perform,
Mm-hmm.
so that she could pick pockets while I perform, because that worked really well for us last time.
Fair.
Yeah,
Um,
somebody almost died.
I will say you are able to find a place that is willing to pay for some music.
Okay.
So we'll say 5 gold
Yay!
for an evening's performance.
Do I need to roll?
Sure, go ahead and roll.
Would you like me to roll with my plus 13?
A 20. I'd say that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You make quite the performance.
Yep. Safi could no longer do an average performance. She always does better.
At minimum, I will always have a 14.
Impressive. You are a very good music player.
Yes.
20
charisma bard.
I need to head to the library
Got an
because
overdue
I
book.
have a book. That's probably way overdue now.
If I remember right, there was no time limit, but yeah, probably want to return that.
So at the library, there's a book drop.
Yeah, I'll
So you
go
can either
drop
take it in
the
yourself
book.
or put it there. Okay.
Because it was the book
Drop
on
the book in.
anti-venoms and potion healing. Or healing potions.
You read that like 2 months ago.
Yep.
A sleight of hand check for Son pickpocketing
Yep.
while I perform.
Go ahead.
Whoever has Son's character sheet. There we go.
A 29. Easily enough. We'll say she gets
And I would assume that she's going to avoid all the necklaces.
Yeah.
we'll say she gets 8 gold and 6 silver
Okay.
from the patrons. Lilia, anything you are wanting to do?
Is there a church? Go pray?
Yes. Aurora went and did the same thing, so yeah. You could find your own.
Would there be more than one in Rockford?
Yeah, there would be a couple different ones for different gods.
Okay.
Some of the more major deities.
Besides that, kind of just wander around town.
Okay.
Kind of aimlessly. People watching.
Easy enough.
And the day passes.
Cheerio. Roll me survival, please, to see how many fish you can get.
1.
What's the fishing rod I gave you?
It's literally just a 10-foot pole that auto turns into a fishing rod. I don't believe it gives me
Okay,
any
so
bonuses.
no advantage with fishing or anything. Okay.
It's essentially a collapsible fishing rod.
Okay.
Which, for whatever reason, seems to be missing from my list, and I don't know why.
Not on
yeah,
mine either,
anyways.
so you should have it.
Yeah. I definitely remember it. I wonder if it's one of the things that got added whenever I was having the issues and couldn't get in. Either way.
$25. All right. You catch a whopping amount of fish. We'll say you get 40 fish.
Ooh, yeah. Long day.
Do we have enough
you're
room
just-
for that in the bag of colding? Or we could
You
always
can-
sell some.
Yeah, you can either throw them back as you're catching them, or you can keep them and sell some, keep
I
them.
want to try and keep like 10 pounds of it at least for us. Maybe 15. That way we can have 5 pounds of fish to fix later.
Okay.
And then we can tuck the others away. I'll keep a really big fish. That'll be a special occasion. There it is. Yep, that's all. Is it just turns into it. It doesn't give me advantage or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the magical version of a collapsible fishing rod.
Yep.
Okay.
Odd to fishies. So I will bring Safi 15 pounds of fish.
Okay, I will add them to the bag of colding. Meteor, we don't need to
Mhm.
play it out,
Right.
but just out of curiosity, my conversation with my mother, was she hit by the flood?
Oh. I don't know if we ever decided where your mother lived.
It was over, like, here-ish.
There, then yes, she would have gotten hit by the rainstorm. I'll
Probably
say
earlier on.
the flooding right there wasn't as bad, but there was some minor flooding there as well. But they
Okay.
seem to be doing fine.
Out of curiosity,
good.
where would I be from on this map? I'm curious.
You would have to list it.
Yep.
You have to make that decision.
Yeah, are
I
you
Even
do
if
know
I
that
was on, if
the
I'm on,
nearest large town, there was a small town where I was, which was over here.
Curio and Aurora were from up in the mountains somewhere.
Yep, I'm not from around these parts.
so up in here area for them?
I'm not from around these parts.
Sure, if you want.
Off the map, probably.
Yep, I'm a strange cat in a strange land.
$10 to 15 pounds of fish that have not been processed or have been gutted and filleted. That's a good question. Are they prepared fish when they're handed over to me or no?
They are unprepared.
Okay.
I am a fisher. I is not a cooker.
Okay. So we can prepare it when we make the food.
Does Safi know how to fillet fish?
I've been doing it this whole time.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So you guys are able to. You guys go about your days how you wish. You're able to cook some fish if you want. Are you selling any, Curio?
Yeah, you
I
could sell some
didn't
of the fish.
decide to, but if that's an actual option here in town,
Mhm.
considering even though everything is there, then I would have probably offered to do that instead, and as part of the payment for it, had them to prepare the fish that I was going to keep.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be easy enough. Are you selling all the fish or just half of it, some of it?
Well, you said maybe caught like 40 pounds of it, so I would sell 25 pounds of it and
Okay.
keep the 15.
Okay.
We'll say you get 25 pounds of fish.
Let me see here.
That is up to you.
You like 3 gold for all that?
Okay.
About that?
Yeah, what kind of fish did he catch? I'm curious.
Mostly river fish that have washed out that way.
What kind
actually,
of
no,
fish? I was
they're-
sneezing.
Like some river fish and some lake fish.
So maybe trout?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's various kinds. No one specific kind.
Trout, pike, pickerel, bass. Okay.
With column A, little column B.
Yep. Because they do have a lake nearby, and they have some river nearby as well, so could be either. Anything else you guys are wanting to do before
Not
taking
that I
your
could
car
think
back?
of. So there you go. It is prepared fish now.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't really think of anything else.
Well, I mean, the world record pack Kinka was like 40 pounds or something like that. So it
Yeah,
really depends
depending
on
on
the
the
size
type
of the
of
fish.
yeah, depending on the type and size of the fish, that could be anywhere from like 2 to 3 pounds of fish, or up to 6 pounds per fish, depending on the fish.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, a good size of bass is about 16
Yeah.
pounds. Yep.
That's why I just want to take note is I'm keeping the biggest fish, and that's going to be probably that extra 5 pounds for a special occasion.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Because fish.
All right. Well, you guys can go ahead and take your long rests again then, if you need to.
Might as well.
Really? He got. Okay.
And anybody whose items recharge at dawn that is not fully charged can roll to recharge your items at dawn.
Yep. That's what that roll was.
Mine are fully recharged, so I'm good.
Oh,
Alan.
I do know of one thing that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go to the tailor shop and get some just normal clothing for Luna.
For Luna.
Yes.
Oh, okay. For her human form. I forgot
Yes.
she could do that. I haven't done that in a while.
Yes.
We'll say. How many outfits are you wanting?
Just one.
We'll say 2 silver.
Okay.
And I will unattune from the Hat of Disguise and reattune to the Ring of Protection.
Okay.
And say I did that as well.
Okay. By the way, Google suggests turning off echo cancellation.
Yeah, I've tried all of that before. What I've done now is I've turned off the advanced voice activation.
Okay.
And we'll see if that helps.
Okay. All right. So, new day has dawned. Callan and Son both stayed at his house with his family. The rest of you, we'll say 1 gold, 5 silver for rooms.
Okay. I mean, we could also just camp out in the town and I would cast the hut. So, I mean, there's whatever we want to do.
Yeah, however you want to do that is fine.
But I'm fine with spending how much? 1 gold, how much?
Yeah, 1 gold, 5 silver. So 1.5.
Okay.
I want
I'll go
pocket
ahead and pay for
bacon.
that.
I want pocket bacon.
Okay,
Yep.
you can get some pocket bacon.
Add to our supply of pocket bacon in the morning.
Nom's pocket bacon.
The guild does provide breakfast to adventurers, so
Yay.
that's easy enough.
Yeah, we already have 5 pieces of pocket bacon in the back of holding, but we can always add more.
Yep. So 9 bass, 5 trumpets, 7 flutes. That's funny.
Bass. In this case, because it's the fish, not
Yes.
the instrument. Fish, not the instrument.
Although with trumpets and flutes, I'm pretty sure it's instrument.
Yeah, I know. But still.
So are
And
we
I'm sure
traveling
that's
back?
I'm sure that's what they were going for. Yeah, we are gonna travel back, so I'll pop in to Guildmaster Brock to be like, hey, we're gonna head back over to Donnelly. Did you decide if there was anything you wanted us to bring with us?
Couldn't think of anything, but I
Okay.
appreciate you checking.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye.
I will cast
Have a good
sending.
teleport.
And I will cast ascending to Tammy.
Okay.
And be like, hi, this is Saflin. We used the circle to go and visit Rockford. We delivered his birthday present, Snow Globe, to Brock. He was very happy. But we're gonna head back your way if you could make sure that the teleportation area is clear for us. Thank you.
And forewarned.
Oh, good. I'm so glad he was able to get it on his birthday. It's so wonderful. I will let the guards know to expect you.
Okay. So I will let the party know. Okay, well, they are expecting us over there, so we are good. Everybody ready?
Ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay. So I will go ahead and cast teleportation.
Telling you, be
circle.
careful.
We'll take care of Stick.
Stick?
I'm just gonna leave it like
And
that.
that's when we go through
Yeah.
the portal.
Yep.
Yep, that's when you go through the portal.
Yep, the light show again with the blooming flower portal.
And she'll have no clue what we meant about Stick.
On through.
So once again, as you're stepping through it, it feels almost like the wind is rushing out of you and then rushing right back in once you reach the other side. Coming back into the familiar room that you departed from before, there are two guards standing there. They turn their weapons toward you for a second and then relax once they see who you are.
Hi.
You were expected.
Yep. There's really
Welcome
good
back.
fishing over in Rockford right now.
One of them gives a chuckle. I'm sure there is, ma'am.
And keep moving.
Okay.
You should go for a visit. The weather's fine.
Kind of wet though.
Really solid fishing.
Really good fishing. Imagine us all walking out, and just as we pass by them, each one mentions the fishing.
Yeah.
The fishing was eggs stolen. you get it? Get because fish lay eggs.
I'll just face palm.
We all row the day you made that pun.
Bro, oh my gosh.
Oh. Okay. Teleportation area is not clear. There are obstructions. Only been a day.
I stole Kinka's pun before he could type it. Ha!
All right. So you guys are back in Donnelly. What would you like to do?
So I guess we head out from here and see if we can find that guy with the boat.
Yep. Start making our way on foot. Or in a cart, as it were.
My horse.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still raining?
No, it is not.
It's
The rain
sunny.
has stopped.
Or is it still cloudy but not raining?
You do actually see some sunlight.
Yeah, okay. We did not cause this flood. We did not cause this flood.
It seems the storm has ceased.
Very good.
Okay.
So any flooding should
Start to hopefully recede.
should start to recede soon. It might still be bad for a while, but with how long the storm went on. The storm, Buff Bud, has been going on, or went on for a week to a week and a half.
Of
And it was like
heavy rain.
downpour the entire time. Like massive downpour.
To the point when Tiny disappeared, we took damage because of the onslaught of rain.
Yep. Took damage from it just like pummeling you unexpectedly.
And that's when we learned to try and put the tiny hut up under a tree. English is hard.
Yep.
All right. So you make your way out of the city. I assume you are resummoning your cart.
Yes, and I would make sure that we have purchased feed for the horses.
Okay. Go ahead and mark like a gold for a week's worth of food for your horse.
Okay.
Horses.
Yeah, because I feel bad for the poor stable hand who was so excited when we walked up and then we just put the cart in the bottle.
He was ready and then zoop.
So I at least made sure to purchase feed from him.
Okay. Well then for your first day of travel, someone go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
Anybody calling it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Normally Aurora does it, but
Yeah, because Aurora's driving the cart.
11's not bad.
Not great either, but
Yeah, you don't like you're not like moving super fast, but you're not too affected by the muddy terrain at this juncture. So you have an average day's journey. Other than that, not much happens on this day. Go ahead and roll me another d20 for day 2.
someone else want to do it this time?
And if you have any
I'll do it.
staffs that need recharge, you can roll for your recharges.
Oh, Safi has to tell me what flower she wants.
All right, 19. Okay. You actually hit a dry patch of road, which speeds up your journey significantly for this day. It's not like dry, but it's less muddy than you were expecting, and so you make good time and you get a lot further. Let's roll for day 3.
Safi, do you want to do the flower thing now?
So you guys
Sure.
have made it to about here at this point.
Please check the Discord really quick. Sorry.
I saw. Thank you, Farida.
Okay.
Okay, so before we roll for day 3, I'm gonna roll 5 flowers.
Okay.
Yep. I would just be asking for an assortment of brightly colored flowers at this point.
Okay.
Oh, that was my recharges. Heh, I'm a dork.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, you're
Well,
fine.
okay. I'll
So your
use
staff
the
of flowers is full by the time you've done all this. Over the 2 days. Alright, you
yeah.
want me to roll a third one? Or
I've done 5. Just pick 5 random flowers. I'll take the 6 recharge that my staff is full.
for the day travel roll.
I want to know what Safi considers all of us in flower language.
Someone else want to do a d20 for day 3 roll?
Or do you want one of us to do it again?
Yeah, one of you guys do it.
Okay, fire down.
All right, 15. Okay. So yeah, you're able to make your way pretty decently there. I'm also gonna have Aurora roll a perception check. 17. So as you guys are going down the road, 17, yeah, that's pretty good. he notices on the road a reflection of the sun off of the road.
Puddle? Quicksand?
So like he's looking down at the road, but it's like when the sun bounces off a mirror or something. But it's coming from the road itself. And he mentions that to the rest of you. Do you guys keep going?
I would say we better check it out first.
What are we checking out? Sorry.
Apparently, the road looks like reflection of the sun. Some sort of mirage.
It seems like some sort of reflection coming off of the road.
Unseen servant? Although I don't know if that would really help.
Make an attempt to see through an illusion, being as familiar with illusory magic as I am?
Sure.
Would I have reason to be suspicious of a road that looks like a mirror?
It's not quite a mirror, but there's definitely something going on with it. So yeah, you can go ahead and roll to try and see through an illusion.
Okay.
That would be.
Are you counting this as just a straight intelligence roll or an investigation roll?
Either perception or investigation, whichever you'd like.
The perception is better if I don't roll like garbage.
14. You are not able to perceive any illusion. No. There's something going on there, but you're not quite sure what. Unless you want to get closer.
Does somebody want to poke it with a stick?
I can.
Okay, go for it. We're right here to back you up.
So Callan's gonna.
So it's down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Throw magic stone at it?
Callan's gonna cautiously be walking towards the area where you saw the reflection.
Oh, you want me to throw a stone at it?
I mean, it would
you can
break
poke
an
it with a
illusion.
stick. You can throw a stone at
that's
it.
a good
You
idea.
can do anything.
He's gonna reach down and grab a rock. He's not gonna cast magic stone. He's just gonna
throw a
chuck
rock.
a rock that way. He finds a decently heavy one and chucks it. And I'm gonna roll a d20 for him. 2. Okay.
Does he miss?
So he misses the road completely.
Crap. Oh, let me try again. I can do this.
All right. This time, he finds a nice smooth one.
He's like, okay, aim this way. Ah!
He launches the rock at the road, and when the rock hits the road, you hear a
Like sound of water?
no, like the sound, like a shattering sound. And the place where the rock hit, it's like there's like splinters coming off from where it landed.
Is illusion rippling at all?
It doesn't seem like an illusion, no.
So it made a sound?
It did.
And it's rippling?
No.
Make a
Arcana, survival, what you want? History.
Intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence check. See if you recognize the sound. Yeah. It sounds like glass breaking.
Okay.
I think we just broke glass.
Would explain reflection, but what is it doing on the road?
Should I go up to it?
Be careful.
Are there plants around?
Mm,
Oh, also, Meteor, can I say that I would have bought more chalks?
You would have bought what?
More of the chalks for teleportation
Yeah,
after having spent 2.
Yep.
To
Go ahead
keep
and mark
myself
the
topped up,
gold
so
off.
I'll spend another 100 gold. Yep.
But yes, there would be plants around.
Then I will use my Staff of the Woodlands to speak with plants while they're doing that.
Okay. What do you say to them?
And be like, so there's this weird reflection, and my friend threw a rock, and it sounded like glass broke. What's going on with the road?
A big snail came through and left it behind.
Big snail left that behind. I'm saying again so that the group can understand it, because they are not speaking with the plant.
A snail? Looks confused at Safi.
How long ago?
Not long.
Like one sun rotation or more?
Or less.
Less than a sun? Oh,
Fairly recent.
fairly recent. Huh. Thank you. How have you been enjoying the water?
It was a lot. I was
You doing
full.
better now?
Oh, yes.
That's
Much
good.
better.
I would ask which direction the snail was going.
Sure. What direction was the snail going?
It kind of directs itself in the direction that you are heading.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. We need to be off. Bye. It was nice meeting you.
Hi. I love your
I will.
flowers.
Thank you. I will ask the nearby grasses if they wouldn't mind letting us walk across them to not have to walk into the grass or the glass area.
Okay.
So
They-
removing difficult terrain if it exists
Okay.
by creating a buffer.
Easy enough. And the glass does seem to be on the road specifically.
Mm-hmm.
There's some in the grass, but not as much. It seems to be following the path of the road.
Yep.
We
So
shouldn't
while I have to
try
speak with
to
plants up,
clean that up.
it may go away on its own. We don't know.
It may go what?
It may go away on its own. We don't know.
Okay. So you continue onward.
I'd say that I continue on. Yeah, I have to speak with plants up for 10 minutes, so for the full duration of that 10 minutes, we'd be using it to give us a clearer path.
True.
Okay. So for you travel down the road for another like 15 minutes, and then down the road a little ways you finally see it. You see what looks to be a big a large snail with a shimmering shell. It is traveling down the road at a fairly slow pace.
I
And
mean,
it's
it's a
leaving
snail.
this this like viscous fluid behind it, a trail. And after a few moments, the trail hardens and is transformed into that it's a thin and nearly transparent, like almost glass-like substance.
So I will again use my Staff of the Woodlands. This time for a Speak with Animals spell.
Okay.
And I will attempt to speak with the snail as we
What's the range
come
on
up
that?
upon it. Da, 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 da. Duration 10 minutes, range area self because it's cast on myself. Gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. I think it's just hearing range.
Okay. So as you approach
Knowledge and awareness is limited by their intelligence.
Okay. So as you approach it, and you're before up to now you've just been kind of seeing it from behind. As you kind of pull up along the side of it, and are getting a better look at the front of it, this snail has like 5 reddish, like spiky eye stalks almost,
Okay.
like tentacle things coming off the top of its head.
And
What?
I will note that even though I've cast Speak with Animals, I've not verbally said anything to it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mostly just listening right now.
You do not hear anything coming from it.
Okay. Do I hear any other animal chatter?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so there are no other nearby animals in the vicinity. That in itself is a red flag.
Are you trying to be sneaky coming up on it? Or
I would probably ask Aurora to slow down. Yeah.
okay. Someone roll stealth. And I will say, Lily, there might be like a bird or two around that are
Yeah.
chirping to themselves.
Okay.
So it's not like devoid of animals.
Okay, that's good. It's just there's nothing of note happening with the animals.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. That's very different.
Yes.
And I would go ahead and, as we were attempting to stealth, do pass without a trace, so we would add 10 to whatever the stealth roll is.
Okay.
So, whose stealth would it be? Would it be Aurora for driving the cart? Would it be...
I
don't think the horses have a stealth rating.
Right.
Double checking.
I'll allow it to be Aurora's, I guess.
Let's see.
He's
Draft
about
horse.
as stealthy as a bull in a china shop, though.
Stealth is
Nope, so is the cart.
Stealth is a dex trait, which is... So if we did want to do the horses have a +0 to dex. They have a 10 dex.
Okay.
So
make
you
it the
could
horse.
just roll a straight d20 roll and then add the 10 for pass without a trace.
Yeah,
Yep.
so someone roll a d20 because Aurora's stealth is -1. So
Yeah, so it's just a flat 1d20. Alright, so 24 total.
24. Okay. So yeah, the snail doesn't seem to notice you coming up on it.
Okay.
It just is trotting along. It has a speed of 10 feet.
So we will surpass it at some point. It will notice us. Because
The path without a trace is definitely helping as well.
Yeah.
It's like magically dampening any sounds or vibrations that you're currently making.
Hmm.
So you're coming up on it. What do you want to do?
Look at the group. Do we want to try to talk to it? Saying it very quietly.
I think I'll leave that one up to you, Sappy. I think I'll leave that one up to you. Also, Firebolt stepped away, if you didn't notice, Discord.
I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
we noticed. It's also close to wrap-up time. So, so I will go ahead and very cautiously call out and say, "Hello, friend. Where are we heading off to today?"
Immediately turns towards you, and then shrinks itself into its shell.
Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you. We're just gonna keep
Um,
moving along.
Roll me perception, Saflin.
Okay. Not
12.
not the greatest of rolls.
Um,
Would Aurora be perceiving this as well?
sure. Or yeah, I'll allow that. Perception. 8 for Aurora.
Okay. So not
So
much better.
worse. Okay.
So now that you've gotten close enough to it that you're talking to it, you also notice that coming out of like the front of this shell here, I'll tell you what,
You show us
let me
picture.
do this.
Okay.
So you guys
That's a very interesting looking snail.
are probably about there now. I'll even move it back a bit more. So what you do notice is that coming kind of out of the front of the shell, and wrapping down into where it just sul- sulked back into his shell is what looks to be like some ropes of some sort. Might be a harness.
This
Huh.
is someone's mount?
Apparently.
And while you're noticing this, I'd like you and Aurora to make a wisdom saving throw, please. As the snail's shell starts emitting these dazzling colored lights.
Defense mechanism activated. Okay, well there's mine.
Okay.
I can pull up Aurora's sheet for a moment if that's easier.
All right. You both save.
Okay.
You kind of manage to cover your eyes as it starts going off. It's just this bright, dazzling colored lights coming off of the shell.
Yep, and we're gonna keep moving.
Yep.
Just kind of leave it behind.
Okay. You start trying to pass by it. Then the front of the shell swings open, where you see the ropes going into. It's like, what's going on? And you see a head poke out of the shell. Why'd you stop moving? And somebody's like, oh, hello there.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm afraid we spooked your friend there. Wasn't our intention.
No worries. Didn't expect anyone to be on the roads today.
Yeah, we have a bit of a ways to travel.
You weren't. Did you break any of it? He's like looking back behind to see if you've broken any of the glass.
One spot got damaged way at the beginning, but none beyond that.
All right, that's not too bad.
Once we noticed what it was, we tried to steer clear.
Yeah, we usually don't do this on the roads, but figured they'd be empty with all the flooding around. So
I mean, the rain's
I
let up a bit, so.
I sell glass. We make and sell glass that we harvest from this fella here. And he gives it a tap, and the head of the snail comes back out. And is just kind of looking around and looking at you guys.
Yeah, we just
Here's
wanted
old Freddy.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you as well.
So,
He's
hi.
a trusty flail snail.
You're a flail snail?
Yeah. Call him that because of these flails on his head, and he pats the back of his head where the tentacles are.
Okay.
Because the edge of the tentacles, the spiky bits, actually look like a flail.
Gotcha. Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you, but we should be heading on our way. Here, a gift to commemorate our meeting. I'm Southland, by the way.
Yes.
I will hand him a one of the lighter blue flowers in my collection.
Okay. He takes it. Nice to meet you. I'm Bertrand. Like I said, this is Freddy.
Okay.
Okay, so we have Bertrand the glass seller and Freddy the flail snail.
Right.
Yeah, we're likely going to be on the road a bit. We're on our way to Atsuhai, so we'll get out your way. We'll just kind of pull ahead, because I believe we'll move a little bit faster than Freddy will.
Well, and you're heading to Atsuhai, you said?
Yeah.
That's going to be kind of difficult with the flooded roads.
Well, we hear that there's someone who is in the habit of carrying people across the river a little ways down, so we're hoping to head that way.
Oh yeah, I know the guy you're talking about. Aldra, I believe his name is.
Aldra?
And how?
Aldra. AU-DRA. Or Audra.
Audra, okay.
Audra. Nice old man. He can get you across that river.
All right. I don't know if anybody else in the party wants to do anything with this NPC before we move on.
He's located up by the bridge that's a ways up there.
Yep.
Apologize to
is what
Freddy
we were
again for
told.
scaring him.
He just kind of looks at you, not understanding what you're saying.
No, I was saying for Safi to do it because she has Speak with Animals up.
I mean, I did. I apologized again.
He still doesn't understand what you're saying.
Oh, so he doesn't have an intelligence. Okay.
Yep.
And he might not be considered a beast.
Yeah, it's possible it doesn't work on him.
True.
You get the feeling looking at him that he is definitely not a beast.
Yeah, he's probably not a natural creature to this plane, would be my guessing. Or he is magical in nature.
Does he speak Infernal?
You can...
I don't speak Infernal. I can't test that.
Well, you don't know.
That was meant as kind of a joke. Because the last time we ran into something that we couldn't understand.
It spoke infernal, and so did I.
Yep.
Has Freddy said anything at all, made any kind of sounds since we have approached? Whether or not it's intelligible.
The main sounds he's making are almost like a chewing sound.
Okay.
Other than that, he's been pretty silent.
Okay.
Fair enough.
He kind of leans down and to the grass and rips them up and continues his chewing sound.
Lawnmower 2.0.
But y'all go ahead and get in front of us so we're not slowing you down.
Yep.
And that way we're not breaking your glass.
Yes.
I appreciate that. And he hops back into the shell and closes the hatch. All right, so you guys head on your way. The rest of the day goes without much trouble. Why don't someone roll one more d20 for the next day?
Okay.
You doing it, Lily?
Yeah, I can.
If not, I've got. Okay, it looks
Whoa.
like we're having trouble.
There's the one. Well, we don't know what it does.
Okay, so
Could be anything on that table.
Makes a bit of sense. As in order to get to the bridge area and where Audra is supposed to be, you do kind of have to go off the road at this point. So it's really muddy through here. So your wheels are sticking in the mud and it's costing you a lot of extra time at the moment. But you managed to truck on, and towards the end of the day, you are getting to where this bridge would be. And yes, right there. And you do spot next to it a tower that is covered in like moss and vines. And the bridge here seems to be broken.
Lovely.
That explains it.
You're not sure if it's from the storm or if it's been that way a while, but it currently seems to be broken. And there is an old man out in front, just sitting by the water's edge with a fishing rod.
Saflin will poke her head in the cart really quick and call out to Curio. Hey, look, you might have a fishing buddy.
And I think he'd get all excited, tail
Would. He probably
swishing.
would.
All the tail swish.
And I imagine we'll pull the cart to a stop as we approach.
All right. And we'll go ahead and end it there for the day.
Okay.
As he hears you coming up, turns around and says, "Oh, customers!"
Yep, customers.
And we will pick up there next time.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
anything else?
relatively easy day.
Yeah, relatively easy day.
Relatively easy travel. Are you trying to fast travel us?
No, we just rolled really well.
You rolled really well. The rolls were mainly to figure out how far you're traveling. If you have trouble on the roads, or if you go really well. But also with the rains, how they've been, tends to kind of scatter the animals and the wildlife. So less likely to coming to an encounter along the roads in that case.
Yeah,
True.
more likely to see alligators, less likely to see anything else.
Yep.
True.
So we will pick up here next time. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye everyone.